And so obviously before the Olympics you suffered an injury because of the pandemic and you had time to train. So like what was it, because it was such an unforeseen circumstance that otherwise it would have cost you, but you had time to train otherwise?
Yeah, it was funny how it worked out, do you know what I mean? That it, in many ways my stars aligned really, really well, and I'm so grateful for that, because there's so many athletes out there who I suppose work equally as hard as I do, and for some reason it just didn't happen this time. And all I can say is that it's these moments that you have to, well, right now I just feel an overwhelming gratitude, but I've been on the other end of it too, so in 2016, and it takes a lot to build yourself back into the mentally being strong enough. But I think that you can become a better athlete as a result. With regards to COVID, yeah, it was a blessing for me, because it wasn't possible for me to get back hurdling last year. You know, so yeah, I just have to be really thankful, I guess, for the opportunity, and yeah, just made the most of what I could.
And in the run up to the Olympics, you had one of your personal bests in the sub 13 seconds.
Yeah.
And obviously you didn't go well in the Olympics, but because now you have more time to train, because hopefully you don't get the same injury again, you'll have more time to train for the 2024 Olympics.
Yeah, it's funny. My PB before this year was 13:23, and on 12 different occasions this summer I ran under it. The 12:95 happened in June. And perhaps if I hadn't done it, I wouldn't have met the games at that exact moment. So, although I would obviously have loved to have thrown it out in Tokyo, it wasn't to be for some reason. I think in hindsight, looking back, I probably wouldn't go a month without racing. I really thrive off regular racing. But even in recent weeks, I've become consistent at a 13:0. These were all things I would have dreamt of before this year. So collectively, I've had 8 PBs between indoors and outdoors. Finished 9th at the European indoors, pushed my world ranking from 57 to 27. Like, these are all massive milestones for me, and although I'm sure for somebody watching on, at the end of the day, the only currency any of us want to speak is medals.
Yeah.
But also, that can't happen for everyone directly overnight, you know, and it's been a very progressive season. Very, very grateful for my coach and for her patience. I think I'm hoping I'm coming into my prime. Obviously you don't know what every year is going to bring, and that's why I maintained racing for those few weeks, for that month actually after the Olympics, just to maximise, I guess, the form I was in, and set me up well for next year. So you're constantly thinking ahead, and all the rest, just because you, again, like COVID, you don't know what next year is going to bring.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for that.
No problem. Thank you so much.